So this here is the MOIN L1 LED light. It's small, it's compact, and it's super lightweight, but is this thing actually any good? And I don't really know how to pronounce the name. Is it MOIN, is it MOIN, or is it MOIN? I don't know. So this is a small 40 by 40 millimeter cube LED light. It weighs around 75 grams and it is waterproof, which makes it a versatile little light that you can put in many more situations than most other LED lights. Now this all does sound really good, but is it? And I want to know your thoughts at this part of the video. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this light so far. To turn on the LED light, all we have to do is hold down the button for 3 seconds. Note that this is the only button on the actual light. Once on, the light has a brightness of around about 1200 lux at 50 centimeters at its full brightness, which is pretty bright. Now, before we go any further, I just wanted to point out that there is some conflicting information on the website, and I did email the company and I did get a reply, but I'm pretty much none the wiser, and I'm still a little bit confused with some of the information it states on the website. It says the battery offers 10 hours of usage at 2% brightness, 2 hours at 100% brightness, and 40 minutes at 150% brightness. I don't really understand how you get 150% brightness, but anyway, in my test I seem to get about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes at its full brightness. It has a 1/4 inch thread on the bottom so we can attach it to a tripod, but if you actually want to attach this to a camera, it doesn't come with any attachments to do so, so you will actually have to go and buy yourself a cold shoe mount to go into this thread and go onto the top of your camera. It doesn't come with any accessories to do this. And also, just to be clear, the website does show this light attached to a camera, a drone and a GoPro, and none of these attachments are included. But the back of it is magnetic, so you can put this on metal surfaces such as a radiator. And being magnetic, the USB charger is also magnetic. Now, it would have been nice if it charged through a normal micro USB cable, but it doesn't. It's charged through this magnetic cable, which is kind of cool. I like the connection, I like that it's magnetic and stuff, but it does mean that I have to carry this cable as well, and I can't use a normal micro USB charging cable. So just to point out that if you lose this cable, you misplace this, you won't be able to charge the light or use the light. The reason why they've gone for this magnetic connection is because it's waterproof and it makes a complete seal by charging through this magnetic connection. So yes, it is waterproof and it can go down to 10 meters. So it's pretty ideal for snorkeling or some basic scuba diving if you're not going to be going too deep. But it also says that it's IP68 rated, which is the same as a mobile phone, and that's up to 1.5 meters deep. I emailed them about this and they basically said yes, it's IP68 rated to 10 meters. So there's some confusion there of how deep this thing can go, and unfortunately I'm not a scuba diver, so I can't take this and test it up to 10 meters. Yes, it is waterproof, but I don't know how deep it actually can go. Anyway, back to the actual light itself. It does have 6 different brightness settings that you can cycle through by pressing the button. And there are a total of 6 LEDs on this light, 3 at 32,000 Kelvin and 3 at 56,000 Kelvin, and that basically means 3 LEDs are this kind of whitish bluish light and 3 are more warmer yellow type of light. And this basically means that we can choose the color temperature of the light. And the LEDs apparently have a CRI rating of 90, which is pretty good. And if you don't know what that means, CRI means color rendering index, which is a scale used to show the quality of the light, 100 being the best, 0 being the worst, so 90 is pretty good on that scale. So if we double click the button, we can switch between the different color temperatures, and then if we single click, we can go through the brightness levels. And I do have to say that having that single button on the back is a little bit confusing, and I do get confused when I'm going between the different color temperature and the brightness all through the same button, whether it's a double click or a single click, and how long do I have to wait between a double click and a single click. But luckily, there's an easier way to actually use the light. You can actually download an app called MOIN Flash and connect it through the Bluetooth. Now, it did take me a while to find this app. If you just search MOIN, nothing seems to come up, and then looking in the instruction manual and on their website, it says there's an app, but didn't actually say what the app was called, and there was no QR scanner which they normally have. You have to search for MOIN Flash. In the app, we can actually control the brightness and the color temperature more easily. Having the sliders makes it super simple to get the color and the brightness we are after. It would have been really nice to set the Kelvin temperature in the app for this light, but unfortunately you can't. But the sliders are so much easier to use than the button on the back. The app also has a flash mode that can be customized to flash how you like, or we can just press and hold the button at the bottom to make it flash. And this could be really useful when we're shooting, say, a music video, that you could get someone with the app to press and make the LED light flash to the beat of the song. The app even has a built-in preset for SOS flashing, which is a really nice touch and a nice bit of security if you're out adventuring somewhere. Now apparently you can actually connect up to 6 of these lights to that one app. Now I've only got one of them, so I can't test this out, but I'd like to know if you can actually control all of them independently, or if they all control on that same controller. So do they all turn on and turn off at the same time, or can I individually turn them on and off through that one app? I've only got this one, so I can't actually test this out, unfortunately. Now, mine actually came with this half ping pong ball shaped bit of plastic used for diffusion and to soften the light. It also came with these 3 bits of plastic we can use to dramatically change the colour of the light. We have red, yellow and blue. Now these are pretty cool because we can add some colour into our scenes. But I have noticed that the website doesn't actually seem to show these items. So these items were included in the box when I got my light, but I'm not sure whether they are still included if the website doesn't actually show any pictures of them. And finally, you're probably wondering, how much is this little LED light? Well, it will set you back $59, which is about £46. And the only way of actually buying this light is through their website, which I'll link down below, but they are currently offering free worldwide shipping. Now, would I actually recommend this light? That is a tricky question. I mean, it's a cool piece of kit. It's small, it's compact, it's versatile, but is it actually worth it? I mean, what are you going to be using it for? If you're going to be using it on a GoPro or taking it scuba diving or snorkeling or something and you need a waterproof light, then it's pretty cool and pretty good for the price. I mean, the next kind of rival to this would be the Lume Cube, which is more like 80-ish pounds, where this comes in about £46. Not having those extra accessories and having that little bit of conflicting information online and only being able to buy this on their own website, not through Amazon, makes it kind of a tricky one. I mean, it's entirely up to you. What are you going to be using the light for? If you're just going to be connecting it to the top of a camera, then I would actually recommend the Aperture M9, as it is the same price. And yes, the footprint is slightly bigger, but the CRI is higher, and it does come with a carry case, a cold shoe mount to attach it to a camera, and is charged through micro USB. But anyway, that's enough from me, and now I want to know what you think of this LED light in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of the MOIN or the MOIN L1 LED light, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a big fat thumbs up, and if you are new here, you can always hit that subscribe button and that tiny little bell to be notified when my next videos go live. And until next time, keep on creating.